Hello and thanks for joining us. This is TVWAN News. In this edition, National Council of Women visits maternity ward, citizens urged to report crime, and Tigers remain unbeaten. The NCD National Council of Women's Executives today visited the Port Moresby General Hospital's maternity ward to present gifts to mothers and their babies. The presentation of gifts, which are essential items like menstrual pads, diapers and clothes, were presented, giving back to mothers who are the source of life, and on this Mother's Day.
That we have donated. We know that it's a special day for the mothers. Some mothers, they have things to bring to the hospital. Some unfortunate ones that also can be in bed.
Last week on the 5th of May, and it's midwife in crisis. So this is a crisis. A midwife needs to work in an environment which is conducive, but we are not because of the population growth. We have a population growth of 4% every year in Papua New Guinea. So with the gift that you have given us and with the partnership that now we are Unicam one time was saying, we will have to kick on the doors of the politicians. It's through you people that we can go out there. Yes. We cannot do it ourselves. Yes.
A quiet but heartfelt gesture of compassion, the Sanctuary Hotel in Port Moresby made a visit to the Bomana Correctional Institution, bringing gifts, cake and a message of dignity and remembrance to women in custody to mark this year's Mother's Day on Thursday. The visit was modest but meaningful, designed not to draw fanfare but to deliver warmth and dignity. For the Sanctuary Hotel team, it was about offering a moment of humanity to women who rarely receive it. Correctional staff and inmates alike expressed their appreciation for the unexpected gesture and expressed by an officer as a beautiful moment of connection that reminded all of the power of kindness. Even in the most difficult of places, the simple act of being remembered can offer hope. Mother's Day is a time for recognition and grace for every woman in every circumstance. ICAC's Deputy Commissioner Operations Daniel Borch urges Papua New Guineans to report crime without fear or favor. Borch issued this warning during a press conference held recently.
The Independent Commission Against Corruption, or ICAC, is the anti-corruption agency in Papua New Guinea. It was established under Section 220B of the Constitution of the Independent State of Papua New Guinea and is governed by the Organic Law on the Independent Commission Against Corruption 2020. The ICAC's mandated role is to help PNG to prevent and combat corrupt conduct by public officials, systemic corrupt conduct within public bodies, and private individuals who may be in receipt of government funds or may have influenced or encouraged corrupt conduct. Therefore, the Deputy Commissioner for Operations, Daniel Borch, says Papua New Guineans must not be discouraged to report crime to ICAC. Borch says some of the platforms citizens must use to air their complaint is through ICAC's website, write a complaint to their office, or visit their office and raise their complaint.
By email, they can walk into the offices of the ICAC and make their report. We're also really aware that a lot of people are quite concerned and scared to walk into the office of the ICAC and make a report or to seem to be make a complaint. Don't let that stop you. Reach out electronically. Through any of the channels that are available to them on our complaints page, reach out to them. We'll come to you. We'll have the conversation.
He said those who wish to raise a complaint are guaranteed safe.
Absolutely critical in this country that those that are brave enough to stand up are protected. These are people that should be championed, not threatened, not stood over, not pushed down and stopped.
Bulge said funding continues to be an obstacle they face, which in this, there progress in making more arrests, but the organization stands firm to perform its mandated duties. Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
Meanwhile, Deputy Commissioner Operations Bulge calls on the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary, courts and other law and justice agencies to work collaboratively with ICAC to fight corruption in PNG. Bulge says ICAC has resources such as investigative officers to investigate a complaint, but needs these agencies to assist with the investigation process when a complaint reaches them.
Partnership and work with the Ombudsman Commission, because duplication of effort is also a really, really big risk. And it's a conversation we have, particularly with the police a lot, because there are multiple matters where we're looking at, they're looking at. Let's do it together. We are developing a really, really positive relationship with the RP and GC, and there'll be times we work together and there'll be times we work apart.
Stay with us. After the break, Isoimo takes over as Energy Minister and Life Skills Training for Papa Village. Welcome back. Member for Kairuku Peter Isoimo has officially taken over the role from outgoing Minister Thomas Opa as the new Minister for Energy in a handover takeover ceremony on Friday in Port Moresby. In his acceptance speech, Minister Isoimo thanked his predecessor and pledged to push forward with the ministry's goals, calling for teamwork from staff and stakeholders. In a brief but significant ceremony on Friday 9th May, outgoing Minister for Energy Thomas Opa officially handed over the leadership of the Ministry of Energy to newly appointed Minister Peter Isoimo.
I think he is a perfect fit for the Energy Minister role, and given his experience in this sector, especially a hydro project, the size and magnitude of the Erevu project, I think he will transition easily into this role.
Minister Opa praised Isoimo's leadership, particularly highlighting his pivotal role in the Erevu hydropower project, from initial landowner consultations to its successful commissioning. He also acknowledged the hard work of the Energy Department and the National Energy Authority, which has faced public criticism but remains committed to electrifying 70% of PNG households under Vision 2050.
But as Minister for Energy in the last 9 months, it's been a great pleasure for me to work with many of you in this energy space. About a month ago, we worked with the Asian Development Bank and the multilateral partners and the bilateral partners. And we agreed, we got the Prime Minister to sign off on the proposed $1 billion investment in the energy sector. So it's exciting times in the energy sector. So better collaboration from everyone involved. Like the MD has said, if we harness the potential that we have in the energy space, we'll be able to realize some of the economic benefits that we always talk about and we cry about, but we seem to be in a quagmire wondering how we're going to fix the country's problems. So,
in his acceptance speech, Minister Isoimo thanked his predecessor and pledged to push forward with the ministry's goals, calling for teamwork from staff and stakeholders.
I am honored indeed to be here for this occasion for handover takeover of the ministry from our outgoing minister. You've said the office is already into gear, so we just need to drive it forward with all that is in store to ensure we achieve the outcomes for beneficial of the Energy Authority and government of Papua New Guinea as a whole.
Managing Director Ronald Meketa presented the authority's 10-year strategic plan, which includes major partnerships with the Asian Development Bank and initiatives to connect more island and mainland communities to the national grid. The roadmap aims to bridge the gap between the remote communities and the national energy grid, supporting the government's long-term development goals. With a new leader at the helm, the Ministry of Energy looks to power up its mission and light up more homes across Papua New Guinea. 20 community members from Papa Village have completed a 2-week sewing workshop aimed at equipping them with practical skills to start their small businesses. Sponsored by New Power Limited and delivered by AA Tribal Designs, the program is part of an ongoing community empowerment initiative. Being equipped with life skills training goes a long way in life, and this is a bonus for 15 women and 5 men from Papa Village who graduated from a 2-week sewing workshop. The workshop is aimed at empowering local communities through skills training.
We honor 15 remarkable females and I believe 5 courageous gentlemen who have successfully completed a 2-week sewing workshop. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to New Power Limited. Your tireless commitment to our communities through sponsorship of this workshop is commendable. Over the years, your support has not only provided resources, but also has fostered a spirit of empowerment and growth. You have played a crucial role in transforming lives. Ms. Anna Amos and your good crew from the AA Tribal Designs in guiding our participants. You have not only imparted valuable skills, but have also inspired confidence and creativity.
The workshop was made possible through the support of New Power Limited, whose ongoing commitment to life skills training has now reached nearly 200 participants from nearby villages including Porebada, Kiro and Boira.
Sustain your lives. That's the most important why stakeholders are coming into the communities where the projects are. Their main aim is to develop the human resource or develop the community. So the community itself cannot rely on, every time the state or the developers will, feed.
Participants, including 5 men who broke gender norms to join the program, were trained in measuring, pattern making, drafting, painting, and tie-dyeing, skills intended to help them build small businesses and sustain their families. Former village councillor Alphonse Naonunu thanked the facilitators for nurturing confidence and creativity among the trainees and encouraged graduates to share their new knowledge within their communities. With the continued support, Papa Village hopes that such programs will foster sustainable livelihoods and inspire others to embrace lifelong learning. Among the 20 graduates, participants shared how this training is changing their lives.
I'm very happy to join the sewing group as a male. I'm very excited in knowing. So I'm glad I can showcase my talent. Moreover, in years to come, Mr. Nimbo has donated us some machines over here.
Because when I came through this training, I knew I learned new things like cutting with patterns, doing measurements. Previously, I see patterns with my eyes only, and I saw. But now through this training, I know the measurements and the lengths and the basics of my training. This training will help me sustain my own. I will do my own business.
Australia has seen a dramatic increase in the number of women held in prisons in the last 20 years. One former inmate is using her post-incarceration success to help released prisoners find a new start and overcome the stigma of jail time.
Spending precious time with her baby boy. These are the moments Talia Isaac didn't think she'd get to experience.
I just set my life on fire. So I was being really destructive, taking cocktails of drugs. I thought that it was over.
In 2017, Miss Isaac was jailed for drug offences. When released, she struggled to find a job.
You're told no, you don't belong anywhere, you are shrouded in so much shame and stigma and discrimination.
She's launched a not-for-profit support program aimed at helping female prisoners transition back into society.
Prisons aren't very therapeutic and they don't offer women the chance to heal from the life that they were living.
It's very hard for women to break that cycle once they're in the criminal justice system because very little changes for them when they exit prison.
The Australian Bureau of Statistics reveals that nationally the female prison population grew by about 62% between 2009 and 2024. For those who are in prison, almost 70% have previously been inside. Experts say to lower recidivism rates, there needs to be more long-term coordinated support, which is more effective when led by those with lived experience.
Automatically, you get a synergy when there's that shared experience and a shared goal as well of getting on with life and not having to get caught up in that cycle.
Miss Isaac wants others to rediscover a positive life in the future, just like she did.
I feel like I'm accepted in my community and I have a group of friends and yeah, life's pretty good.
And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay tuned. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Round 5 of Digicel ExxonMobil Cup competition brought a lot of rugby league actions yesterday and continued today in the nation's capital with a triple header. As the round 5 concludes, the Lay Snacks Tigers maintains its position at top of the competition ladder with impressive winning run.
Lay Snacks Tigers remain undefeated in the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup 2025 season after punishing the Wabna-Hagen Eagles 34 points to 14 in another strong win. The Tigers dominated the game from the get-go, proving their hand for the host at John Ambane Oval. The Tigers may get all the praise for the perfect start to the season, and desperately so, the fellow Lay-based team, PRK Mandy Muruks, are not far behind in form and performance. The Muruks display a second-half masterclass and edged out fellow competition heavyweights East New Britain Egma Gurias 24 points to 20 at the Queen Elizabeth Park in Rabaul. The home side led 14 points to 6 in the first half, but the Muruks turned the match around in the second half in their favour. In another match at the John Ambane Oval in Minch, host Asila Wagi Tumbe defeated the visiting PRK Gulf Iso 12 points to 8. The Tumbe outfit showed their class in the match, but credit to the young Iso side who put the fight until the final whistle. Susan Oriape, TVWAN Sports.
And finally, Croton Hela Wigmen came from behind to steal the win from Bintango Goroka Lahanis, 26 points to 21 at the Santos National Football Stadium in Port Moresby today. Lahanis led comfortably 20 points to 12 at halftime, but Wigmen recovered well in the second half and registered vital points to claim victory. Wigmen coach said centre Terence Wemin had a mixed performance on the day coupled with errors, but was the match winner when he crossed over in the dying 2 minutes to seal the win. Wigmen were praised for their resilience throughout the game. Lahanis had the win in their pocket for most of the game but couldn't cement a win in the end due to poor discipline. Here are the match highlights.
Just working out of dummy half, and Agumagu barges his way over. And the celebration has started here for the Gorokalahares. The Wigman's line, they send it back to the middle. Michael, they keep it going. Good hands again. The little grabber through from Josiah Michael. And this time, they'll get the second try. How about that? Through, and then he's brought down in a two-man tackle. Solid defense there from the Wigman anyway. And buzzing out of dummy half and gets the ball down. And it's the veteran himself, Charlie Booker. Josiah Jimmy sends a long ball away. This time, Dyant is heading for the corner. And the Hares once more have troubled the scoreboard. Kaupa Sipa sizes the gap and goes right through, puts the ball down. Try time. Chance. Here's Kaupa, goes in, and he scores his second try of the match. Back now to Jimmy. Josiah banks it over. I think, yeah, he's got a one-pointer. Shot and, great run. And over they go.
And that's all we have for sports. Now for the weather forecast. Southern region, Port Moresby, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Momase, Lae, cloudy with periods of rain and possible thunderstorm. Wewak, mostly cloudy with few rain and rain showers and thunderstorm. New Guinea Islands, Kokopo and Rabaul, mostly cloudy with some rain, then rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Highlands region, all centers, cloudy periods with rain and possible thunderstorm. And that ends the news for this Sunday. Thanks for your company and a very happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there and for those fathers who are doing it single.